Good evening, everybody. We are nowhere close. That is what Ruben Amorim said after the 1-0 defeat to 10-man Everton, an embarrassing defeat, one of the worst defeats we've seen at Old Trafford. Yeah, probably even worse than the 4-0 defeat versus Brentford at Old Trafford. Amorim blasted the team. He said that United are nowhere close. The players did not show any intensity. They did not show any resemblance of a team that is on form, having gone 5 unbeaten. And he says that United are nowhere close to challenging for the title. Welcome to the UKG podcast. My name is Simon, and today we are going to discuss about Amorim, the Everton game, and overall what is going to happen now. Is this a sign of what's coming for the future? Is it just one defeat that makes us become all pessimistic again? Is it that United are not allowed to lose any matches anymore? Or perhaps it's the manner at which United lost the game to Everton. So we are going to break it all down. I took some screen grabs from the game. I got a bit courageous and rewatched the game so that I could understand what went wrong. Was Amorim wrong with his tactics? Were the players up for the game? So I got a bit of screen grabs just to have a look at some of the bad things we did, as well as highlight some of the mistakes that Amorim did, some of the mistakes that the players did. It was not a good day. A lot of us stayed up late to watch the game. Some guys in other parts of the world, some fans in other parts of the world had to wake up early to watch the game. And it's very disappointing to see United lose to Everton in that manner. As usual, get involved in the comment section below, as well as share the stream. Head over to YouTube, subscribe, give the video a like, make sure you hit the like button, and get involved as usual. United have failed to win a match for the first time in 5 matches. Having gone 5 unbeaten, United lost, and lost poorly. And a lot of people have questions. Is it the tactical setup? Is it the formation? Is it Ruben Amorim? Is it the players? Are the players good enough? And it's sad to see what's going on, especially online with the fans. Yeah, of course, I'm also a fan. I love United. And what I've come to realize is that it's the hope that kills. It's the hope that kills. After going 5 games unbeaten, having a good game versus Brighton, a team that was used to beating us, going to Liverpool at Anfield, a ground we haven't won for 10 years, winning that game, beating the title holders, beating a top team, then coming back and beating Sunderland. Of course, the emotions were high, the hope was high. Going to Nottingham, having to fight to come back to draw Tottenham as well, played 10 men, fought back to get to 2-2, and now the game versus Everton. The players didn't turn up. Simply didn't turn up. Amorim didn't know what to do. It's like he didn't have a plan B. And I believe the reason as to why most of us, including myself, most of the fans, including myself, the reason as to why we are feeling so down, we are feeling so defeated, it's the manner at which United lost. It's at home, played over 70 minutes against 10 men. Everton scored with 10 men, and United couldn't fashion any sort of chance. Couldn't take their chances, couldn't dominate the game. I believe the frustration is that if United lost with the team playing at 120%, the players giving their all, the players playing at the maximum, whether it was 10, whether it was 11, I don't think the feeling will be this bad. Yes, of course, we wouldn't be happy that we lost. Games of football are lost. It's not that United will win every single match, no. But if United lost, but had the players putting in a shift, the manager trying out tactics, throwing it to the kitchen sink, trying as much as possible to make sure that United win the game, then I believe guys will have said it's a fair result. Everton took their chance. We tried our best. We just lost. But the manner at which United folded, capitulated. Everton players were fighting each other, got a red card, didn't take advantage. 3 weeks in a row, United had the chance to go to top 3. Didn't take the chance. And that's why I'm saying it all comes down to the hope. It's the hope that makes us feel this bad, makes us give up on the manager. We have to find someone to blame. We have to find somewhere to lay the blame. Yesterday's game, Amorim was at fault. The players were at fault. Every one of them was at fault. And I hope this serves as a wake-up call. I like what Amorim said. It's my fault. That's what he said. It's my fault. And I'm just going to share a bit of quotes here of what Amorim said. And at least for once, we have a manager who's taking responsibility. Yesterday, when I looked at the post-match interviews, I had a feeling that at least he's trying to make things right. He's trying to say the right things. Yes, we know that Amorim is charismatic. He always has the right words. He always wants to say the right things. At times, he doesn't say things that are welcome by the fans. For example, saying that this is the worst United team in history. Remember, he said that. But at least this quote here, this is, I can give credit for this. So Ruben Amorim said in the post-match press conference, he said, when I say it's my responsibility to explain the game, and today was not one mistake of one individual, it was the team. The way we see results of the weekend, we should get inside the pitch with a different excitement. That is my feeling. It doesn't matter if you're playing well, making good passes, but the feeling. And Old Trafford was there saying we are all here to give a big step up, and I felt that we were not ready again. These 5 weeks, everyone is praising our evolution, and I'm always saying the same things. We are not even near the moment we are supposed to be in this club. And that's telling. That's telling. Speaking as it is. From the moment that game started, the players were not up for it. Everton wanted it more. They were winning the first balls, second balls. Everton were winning every ball. They were tackling hard. I can't remember whether there is an Everton player who got injured from a United tackle. Other than Grealish, I think. So it's also a mentality issue, as you've seen there with the quote. Amorim says clearly, let's just run it back. We should get inside the pitch with a different excitement. That is my feeling. It doesn't matter if you're playing well, making good passes, but the feeling. But the feeling. The team were not up for it. The team were not up for it. Everton dominated from minute 1. From the first minute, Everton were dominating. The team didn't turn up similar to what happened in the Chelsea game, similar to what happened in the Brighton game, similar to what happened in the Liverpool game. At least the Tottenham game, there were some aspects that the team would fight, especially when United went down 2-1. There was a bit of fight. But in this game, nothing. Everton were fast on the first ball. They were fast on the second ball. Nothing. Nothing. So I'll start by sharing some screen grabs of the first goal, how we conceded, and see how the players are culpable. Our captain, our own captain, Bruno Fernandes, is culpable. Fine, he's not a specialist number 8, but he has played in that position in Italy. He has played in that position in Portugal. He sometimes plays that position for the national team. He played for Sporting, sometimes as an 8. That's why he tattooed the number 8 on his shirt, on his arm, and wears the number 8. When he was in Italy, he used to play as a deep line playmaker as well. So just before I go to the screen grab and just share some of the analysis that I saw for the first goal and see how United made mistakes, I'll read the comments. Thanks, guys, for getting involved in the comment section. Let's see how it goes. Let me make sure the screen has loaded fast before I read the comments. I'm seeing DDFG. You've been quite active recently, always fast on the chat. You are saying fatigue might contribute to what fatigue, man? These guys had 13 days. 13 days. Some of them didn't go to the international break. They were at Carrington. So what fatigue? United are playing one game a week. So what fatigue? There is no fatigue there. DDFG. I'll push back a bit on that. The international break might contribute to some extent, but not. We had an extra day. United players had an extra day, and it was at Old Trafford. Everton travelled. The players didn't turn up. Even those that did not participate in the international break didn't turn up. Coley, you're saying Manchester United are not good. It's that simple. They should look for possession-based coach. I am sure Palace win. Now, Coley, let me mention a bit of that. Right now, a lot of people... oh, my mic is falling off. A lot of people are on Amorim's neck or back because he's trying to play transitional football. Last season, he tried to play possessional football. We were getting killed. Ten Hag tried to play possessional football, didn't manage. He had to play transitional football. He had to play attacking football. I've seen a couple of guys online saying that United is a counter-attacking team, is an attacking team. We look at how Amorim is setting up, might be the case, going direct. But United are too predictable. It's easy to know what United are going to do next. The reason as to why Ole was quite successful is because the players used to do whatever they like. He didn't have a game plan. And when now the season that he got sacked, teams realized, oh, you just need to sit deep, low block. Let United have the ball. Let them keep possession. They won't score. Happened to Ole, happened to Ten Hag, happened to Mourinho. So Amorim did try possession-based football, but realized we are getting skinned. United are getting skinned. So what did he decide to do? Go long, win the second ball. And that's how we played against Brighton. United played against Liverpool and Sunderland. But now teams have realized the pattern and are like, okay, if that's the case, we'll win the second ball, we'll win the first ball. That's what Everton did. Grealish was marking Ahmad. But the reverse was not true. Our players were all over. SKD, long time Kiongozi, what's up? I'm doing well. I'm a bit sad. I'm recovering from that loss. Staying up late to watch that pathetic game. I'm still recovering. The good day, the good thing is that I wasn't moody the whole day. I wasn't moody the whole day. Alan, you're saying also other teams had players playing in the international team, the break. Yeah. Yeah, they did. SKD are saying, let's talk about the right side, man. Dogu and Dalot. Yeah, it's part of the topic I'm discussing today. As you see there below, we are not there yet, and that's a fact. The 5 unbeaten games brought about delusions of grandeur. Fans started thinking that United are back. We are nowhere back. Yesterday, after the watch along, after the live game, I said we should expect such kind of games, such kind of results, because we don't have a squad. United don't have a squad. I mean, look, these are the options we will have when Mazraoui and Ahmad go to AFCON. Those two. Just imagine. Those two are the options we will have at wing backs. And the thing we need to realize about Dogu and Dalot, they are not specialist wing backs. They are left backs. They are not wing backs. So like Dogu is a left back, Dalot is a right back. So when you ask a right back and a left back to play as a left wing back or a right wing back, they will always have issues. They will always have deficiencies, weaknesses when it comes to attacking. You look at Amorim's system, the way he used to play at Sporting, the wing backs were wingers. That's why Ahmad succeeds, because he's a natural winger. That's why even Mbumo, when he swaps position with Ahmad, the right is quite dangerous. Mazraoui coming to play in that wing yesterday, we saw that weakness because they have the defensive mind. Their default is defending. But now when we have a specialist wing back, we have even a winger playing that position, their first responsibility in this Amorim system is attack. It's not defense. It's not defense. Alan, you're saying Amorim is so rigid. I really don't trust this approach, especially when we need to score. That's true. That's one of the weaknesses that Amorim had in that game. That's one of the mistakes he made. I mean, but the choices, the options he had from the bench, he should have changed something. For example, stick more men up front. I'll show a screenshot of the positioning of our players when we were attacking. Stick a player up top. When finally he did, because there is a time the leak was up front after a corner, Bruno made a silly mistake. Instead of passing the ball to the leaked, he shot, went wide. DDFG are saying, can't imagine if we couldn't have signed Mbumo, Sheshko and Cunha. Yeah, the transition is not yet done. It cannot be done all in one window. But imagine Sheshko and Cunha were a miss in that game. They were missing that game. Those are the options we have. Why not just stick on Ahmad on right wing back rather than shift every time? Part of the mistakes that Amorim did yesterday. Part of the mistakes. He keeps shifting about players. There is no consistency. You remember under Ten Hag, we had the same problem. Ten Hag used to make changes every other game. Last season, Amorim used to not have the same squad every other game. The players need to build chemistry. So keep Mbumo and Ahmad on the right. Play Mount as a 10. Play him as a 10, then Zaxi up top. Or he could have played Bruno up top as a 10, and then Kobe and Casemiro, although Kobe and Casemiro is a very, very poor midfield combination. The funny thing about all these guys is Casemiro and Bruno, they work and they don't work. I don't know whether that makes sense. If you look at the midfield pairing we have, the best one we can do is Casemiro-Bruno. If you try Ugarte, Bruno doesn't work. If you try Ugarte, Mainu doesn't work. If you try Casemiro, Ugarte doesn't work. You try Ugarte, Mainu doesn't work. So, just to state as an oxymoron, it's a perfect inefficiency. It's working imperfectly. I don't know whether I've made sense there, guys. Yeah, Ayatollah, good to see you. Amorim has no idea how to beat our low block teams. Check all our games we have won. True and not true. I'll push back a bit in the sense of, in fact, let me just get that screen grab of an instance where Bruno should have made a better decision. Let me just make sure I share this. Let's see. Yeah. So I want us to have a look at this screen grab. So guys on TikTok, if you can't see it well, head over to YouTube. Also hit the subscribe button so that you can be able to see the screen grab quite well. And a disclaimer, sometimes screen grabs are not so good in terms of analyzing tactics, but I tried as much as possible to get scenarios where the players were in that position for about 3 to 5 seconds. It's not a matter of they were running into the position, no, but they're already in that position. So this is one of the shots that Bruno took, went wide. Unfortunately, I can't show the video because last time when I showed the video, the stream got pulled down on YouTube. So you look at this scenario, you have Bruno here. Let me just, you have Bruno in this space. So here is Bruno. And then look at De Ligt at the bottom there. Let me just pull this up. So you have Bruno. Let me just draw again. So you have Bruno in this position. And then you have De Ligt at the bottom right. And De Ligt was there for quite some time. So if you go back and check the play, Bruno moved with the ball from this position. Then he dribbled like this. He turned to take the shot. All the while, this guy is there. De Ligt is there. So what I'm wondering is, what if Bruno just made the pass to De Ligt, then De Ligt made the low cross to this area? That's how you beat a low block. That's how you beat a low block. What I've seen United train, let me just, I don't know how long, So what I've seen United train is the ball comes here, then this guy plays across to this area. So that means someone like Dalot can run into that space and shoot. That's the pattern I've seen. You beat these all these guys in the center. You beat them. You beat all these guys here. Because there are spaces. There are spaces. This is space. This is space in the penalty area. And this is space. So instead of Bruno passing to De Ligt, he just decided to shoot. And that's just an example of how to beat a low block, Ayatollah. So it also comes down to, are the players executing what they are training? Are the players executing what they are training? Yeah. DDFG saying that's how City played previous season. Exactly. There are spaces. I mean, look at this. Look at look at this space here. This is space. This is space. Already Zaxi is there. Just play the pass to him. If these guys move back, let me just undo everything. So if these guys move to this space, of course this player will close down. This guy will turn to go in, play the pass back, or he crosses all the way here. And then Dalot is just a simple cutback to Bruno. This guy, He will come to this position and shoot. Simple as that. Simple as that. But what do the players do? Decide to do their own stuff. Bruno wants to be the star. Yesterday we said, as long as Bruno is here, we will have such instances. So let me see whether I can get another screen grab of Bruno's shot, just to answer Ayatollah in terms of some of the mistakes. Actually, now we've jumped into the topic of some of the mistakes the players did. So have a look at this. Again, guys, on TikTok, in case you can't see the screen feel free to jump onto YouTube. And also, guys, on YouTube, get involved in the comment section. Let me see whether... the comments are not... let me see. Yeah, get involved in the comment section. Let me know what you think as we analyze some of the mistakes the players did. So let's have a look at this situation. Bruno is here. He decides to shoot. Decides to shoot at goal. Of course, Pickford does a good job with the save. But look at Mbeumo here. He's actually asking for the ball. He's actually saying, give me the ball. Give me the ball. That's one situation where we wasted. Similar pattern. Play to this space or to Mbeumo. Mbeumo will find space there. If not, recycle. You look at the Everton players. Look at the Everton players. They are already here. The other option is play the dummy shot, pass to... let me just delete everything. Just assume, because already the players are set. You look at the posture of Everton players, they are set for the shot. They know Bruno is going to take the shot. Just play a dummy pass to Zaxi. Already Ahmad is running towards the box. Casemiro is running towards the box. Zaxi has options. He could just do a turn, or he could just play in Ahmad, or pass it back to Mbeumo. Simple as that. So those are some of the situations that the player make mistakes. So how do you explain that? Because I'm sure Amorim did train the players on how to play those patterns. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Let me just run it back again. Bruno has the ball. Mbeumo is free. Acres of space. Acres of space. So as much as we are saying Amorim out, also the players out. As much as we are saying we get a possession-based coach, this is Bruno's decision. Another thing is, looking at that screen grab, what is Lenioro doing here? Look at Luke Shaw. And then Casemiro, the other defensive midfielder. So in the event that Everton win this ball, now this is one of a clear example of why Amorim needs to sort out this system. Because you already have your left centre back, Luke Shaw, bottom right. You have your right centre back, Lenioro, in the middle, occupying the same space as Bruno. And then your other pivot, Casemiro, is in line with Bruno. No counter control. So if Everton win the ball, clear counter attack. Another example of how this happened, I wish I got that screen grab. Remember the City game. Remember the City game. Similar positions. Haaland got a clear run at goal. Yeah. Those are just examples of how a player, yes, we love Bruno. He's one of the best attacking midfielders in the Premier League, if not the world. But use your creativity, Bruno. Use your creativity. Just do a quick dummy shot. Have Zaxi in. Or play the pass to Mbumo. Shift these numbers away from the box. Then that gives Ahmad and Casemiro a clear run. I mean, guys. He's a creative midfielder. Create opportunities. Create opportunities. Those are just some of the examples that got me furious. I actually took some time off work to have a look at the game again. Just to analyze some of the silly mistakes United were doing. Even if we blame Amorim, the players have also a huge and another one I'll just show is a Zaxi one. Our second striker. Let me just get that one before I move to the goal. I had mentioned I want to start with the goal, but let me start with the Zaxi one. A position where United should have come away with a very easy goal. Very, very easy goal. Look at these positions. Look at these positions. Now, we have a player with the ball. He's looking for a cross. There. Look at where Zaxi is. And he's the striker. Mbumo is the right turn. Look at where he is. And this is one of the clear... Sorry guys, I don't know why my eye is itchy. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm just having an itchy eye. This is one of the clear examples. Clear examples of why this 9.5, I almost used that SH word, wouldn't work at United at all. We need an out and out strike. I'm very sure if it was Šeško would have occupied this space. Would have occupied that space. I mean, look at Mbumo. Mbumo has striking instincts. He's already occupying the back post as it should be. As it should be. So now, as much as we expect the coach to sort this out, how is he going to sort out if our second choice striker cannot make that run? I think it's easier for me just to delete it. If the second choice striker is not making that run, Zaxi needs to run to this position. So that by the time this player with the ball is looking up, he's seeing bodies in the box. The other thing I mentioned about left backs, right backs, thinking as defenders. Dogu is a left back. Dalo is a right back. They are not wing backs. Wing backs are always attack-minded. Yes, the cross arrived at Ayatollah. The cross went into the area. It was well defended. No one was in the area. No one was there. Just go back and check the highlights. The cross was defended. by either Miklenko or Keane. I can't remember. One of them defended. No pressure on the defender. No pressure at all. Sometimes a forward puts the pressure on the defender and the defender scores an own goal. So I was saying left backs, right backs. Dalot is a right back. Let me see whether I can run everything back. Look at Dalot's position. Look at Dalot's position. United are on the attack. Look at his position. Look at all this space. Look at all that space. And United are 1-0 down in the 90th minute. Don't know how to hide this bar. In the 90th minute. 90th minute, 1-0 down, 4 added minutes, and Dalot is here. I mean, guys, this is a team looking for an equalizer. The right wing back does not want the goal. He's already thinking of the counter attack. What's stopping him from taking up this position? I believe that was Mount making the cross. So these are some of the simple mistakes which comes down to Amorim's setup and the player's execution. And it's the 90th minute. We are looking for an equalizer. And we have 3 guys. 3 guys. Where is it? Let me just bring this back. 3 guys in the box. In the opposition box. 1, 2, 3. In the opposition box. In the 90th minute of the game. 90th minute. 3 guys in the box. And our main striker is here, not in the box, not challenging any of these two to fight for the ball to get a goal. We are nowhere close. We are nowhere close. Nowhere close. Even if, let's say, the cross came all the way to Mbumo, the keeper saves it, let me just delete everything and come back. So let's say the cross comes in, Mbumo tries to shoot, Pickford defends. Who's going in for the rebound? Who's going in for the rebound, guys? Who's going in for the rebound? 90th minute, 1-0 down. We only have 3 guys attacking the box. Our main striker, look at his position. This is the right wing back. And this is our striker. And this is the right 10. This is the left 10. I mean, guys, as much as yes, we will say Amorim this, Amorim that. Where is the fight? Where is that feeling, as Amorim says in the quote? Where is that feeling that we need to score? We have to score. We remember back then, even recently, versus Lyon, we had 7 players in the box waiting for the ball, for the goal, if not 7-5. You remember the Nottingham Forest equalizer? The guys were really fighting to get an equalizer, but in this game, the guys didn't turn up. Simple as that. Simple as that. So let me know what you think of that analysis. Am I wrong? Just let me know. Am I wrong in having that view that your striker needs to be attacking? The two defenders are waiting for the cross. No one is applying pressure. No one. Absolutely no one. Mbumo is thinking like a forward. Mbumo thinks like a forward. He's thinking like a forward. It's laughable, guys. It's sometimes you get sad, you just laugh. You are so sad, you just laugh at it. You just can't help but laugh. I'm wrong because you are a stationary team. Basically, you've agreed with me that we needed more movement. Ayatollah. I've just literally said the guys are stationary, and then you are saying I'm wrong. We are a stationary team. You are agreeing with me because we do need movement. That's literally, basically, I've just taken the whole time to explain that, Ayatollah. That's what I've literally explained. We need movement. Zaxi moves to space. Dalot much higher up. That's basically what I've said. In terms of long story short, Ayatollah, we are in agreement. You are agreeing with me. We build up play far from opposition. We need them to organize for us to attack. True. As I said, teams have realized you just need to place a low block versus United. Happened in Ole's time, happened in Mourinho's time, happened in Ten Hag's time, happened, actually, we can go all the way back to LVG's time. That's when teams started deploying a low block versus United. And United were just passing sideways. Mourinho came in, tried his play, sometimes on the counter, sometimes tiki-taka here and there. It worked, and then teams realized, we just need to have United with the ball. They are not good in possession. All at the same. Teams realize, so you are saying if we attack United, they'll attack us. No problem. Let's just sit back, relax. Let's wait for an opportunity. Counter goal. Then park the bus. They try crosses, they try everything. Nothing works. Ten Hag the same. I had someone say in one of the fan channels that Ten Hag used to grind results. Yes, he used to grind results every game. He used to throw the kitchen sink every game. I mean, look at some of these things. Look at some of them. The screen grabs. I've just shown you 3 situations. And I haven't even analyzed how United conceded the goal. 2 situations, Bruno could have made a better decision. 2 situations. Probably it will have been a goal, probably not. 1 situation where Zaxi should have attacked the box. Where Dalot should have been closer to the box. We are chasing the game 90th minute and we only have 3 players in the box. Evans Pemba, you are saying sometimes our defense lets us down. True. Open heart surgery was done. And it's not complete. It's not complete. Open heart surgery is not complete. At GDFG, we need head surgery. Yeah, might as well. Might as well get a head injury. Head surgery. Might as well. Might as well get the head surgery. that's where Bruno's supposed to be actually. True. But remember yesterday I said Bruno was everywhere and nowhere. We attack in a slow motion to beat a low block. It's how quickly the rotation does. You see, and that's one of the things that frustrates Amorim. And I believe he mentioned it in one of the quotes. Let me see whether I can get that quote. Where he said that the players play slow. I don't know whether I can find that quote. And the other thing that I think, or I let me not say I think, I believe is Amorim does not have a plan B. Amorim never has a plan B. Never has a plan B. Because if we look at this quote here, just look at that quote. Our tactics and plan were to play against 11 men. We didn't prepare to play against 10. So we didn't really know what to do. It was an unexpected change. And I hope that's false. I hope that quote is false. I have seen it floating around and I hope it's false. To be honest, I hope it's false. Honestly, I do. The players didn't turn up yesterday. Amorim did not have a plan B, a plan C, a plan whatever. And then now you look at the variables. I posted on our WhatsApp group today morning or mid-morning. And I asked, let me see whether I can get that. Let me see. Yeah, let me just display this. This is what I posted on our WhatsApp group earlier today. Moyes, LVG, Mourinho, Ole, Rangnick, Ten Hag, Amorim. Managers change, results don't. So what are the constants holding every one of them back? So a question to you on the comment section, the chat section. All these managers, all of them coming from a successful background, all of them, the only manager that didn't come from a successful background was Moyes. Mourinho was a title winner. LVG won trophies. Ole Gunnar won trophies at Norway. Ten Hag was a Champions League semi-finalist. Amorim won trophies at Sporting. All of them coming to United and failing. So if you have an equation, and the manager is the variable, what are these constants? Because every equation has a constant and a variable. You plug in the variables, you get the result. So when you plug in the variable and the result is the same, a negative result, you plug in the variables, let's say 1x plus whatever equals to 0. Let's say 1x plus 5 equals to 0. You take Ole Gunnar as the x, 0. You take Mourinho as the x, 0. You take Ten Hag as the x, 0. So every manager you plug in into this equation, it's always a 0. Is the problem the variable or the constants? My question to you. The equation is the same. Plug in a variable every other time. When the result is a 0, change the variable. LVG, 0. Mourinho, 0. Ole Gunnar, 0. Rangnick, 0. Ten Hag, 0. Now Amorim is the new variable in that equation. The result is a 0. So is the problem the variable or the constants in that equation? We have now to look at also the constants. So what are the constants? The board, the ownership, the players. the toxicity, that is the environment. These are the constants. We are 12 games in. Mbumo cannot now pass the ball. Yesterday, his head was down. Casemiro came from winning Champions Leagues, not Champions League, Champions Leagues. Would he be performing the same way if he was at PSG, if he was at Juventus? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. What makes managers, players come to this club at the highest of their careers and then it's like they are dead? They are dead. Even after they leave United, some of them succeed, some of them, it's like their careers have ended. Other than Ralf Rangnick, who's at Austria, the other managers have really struggled. How many times has Mourinho been sacked? How many times has Ole been sacked? How many times has LVG succeeded? Moyes, how many times have he been sacked? He's been at West Ham. Now he's back to Everton. So the constants, we also, as much as we want the variable to change, as much as we want to have a better variable to make sure that the equation is 1, that this equation, when we plug in, it's a 1. Those guys who are in IT or do mathematics, you know, a 0 is a false, a 1 is a true. So every variable you plug in is a false, a 0. Then you get the variable that gives a true. So you've already tried all these variables. Every other time you're getting a 0, 0, 0, 0. Logically, just logically, you start looking at the constants. You're just looking at the constants. That's why I get frustrated when I see Amorim out and all this. Fine. If he's not the right variable, okay, that's fine. Let him go. Get another variable that will work. But at the end of the day, you also have to ask yourself, the last 12 years, last decade, what is making all these managers not succeed? And it's getting worse and worse every season. Every manager, it's getting worse. We get a new manager, we start a rebuild, flop. Get another variable, start all over again. When Ole came in, we started the transition. Made a silly mistake getting the wrong players, sacked. Mourinho tried to say it from back then. These players, some of these players are not good. Get rid of them. Didn't happen. Ole came in, tried as much as he could. When we were supposed to go the next stage as a team to get the right players, he was not supported. He asks for a player he's brought. He asks for, let's say, Hurricane, or he asks for a certain player like Declan Rice. What did he get? Then Cristiano is available. Let's get him because City want him. They bring Cristiano. They fail to buy a long-term signing. Even it's happened to Amorim. He wants a midfielder. We don't buy. We tell him that's, in fact, Ineos told him that squad can get top 4. We get rid of Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, Onana, Eriksen. And then we sign what? 3 attackers, 1 goalkeeper. Now get rid of him. So the next manager comes in. Start all over again. He comes and says, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this player, I can't work with these players, get rid of them, buy 2. Get rid of 5, buy 2. Doesn't work out, rinse and repeat. We are nowhere close to being a serious club. Nowhere close. Let me read some comments before I go now to the goal analysis. Then we finish. Darren Fletcher existing first team coach. I don't think Darren Fletcher is really a first team coach. I think he's a liaison for the academy, if I'm not wrong. I don't think Fletcher is involved much as a first team coach. The backroom staff is wanting to. I would say that. But yet again, this is the same team that had very good success at Sporting. So it goes back to my question. Constants and variables. Our solution is let's just do quick ball transition. We are. That's what United tried to do. Everton were winning all balls. How many times did you see a pass become wayward? A pass is overcooked, overheat. A pass is underheat. Everton win the first ball, win the second ball. United tried to play quick transition. But do we have the right profiles for that kind of football? Imagine Bruno and Casemiro trying to do the quick transition. Dogu. Quick transition with Dogu. Quick transition with Dalot. Quick transition with Zaxi. Square pegs, round holes. Evans Pemba, you are saying, but he does not have a plan. What should we expect? From where we sit, it's easy to say he doesn't have a plan. From where we sit. From where we sit, it's easy. In terms of the grand scheme of events, I think Amorim has a plan. The sad part is there are no resources like finances to support him. In terms of in-game management, I agree with you. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan B, plan C, plan Z, plan Y, plan X, no. But in terms of the grand scheme of events, Amorim has a plan. He wants to make sure the team is good. And that's where yesterday, that's why we are discussing that he says, or he said, United are nowhere close to being a title challenger. And rightfully so. It's the truth. Look at our squad. Very, very thin squad. Fine, let's argue that. Let's give academy players more game time. Let's give academy players more game time. The same fans will come and say, oof, it's too early. These kids don't have experience. Let's go out and sign players. Chido last season was given lots of chances to play. Didn't perform well. And then bringing on kids to throw them into this fire right now, it's killing their careers. United simply have to make signings in January. As much as they are insisting, or the reports state that United insists they will go for players in the summer, we'll have such kind of results versus Everton. These players, this lot needs to go, all of it. Ayatollah says simple. We need to agree toxicity in Old Trafford has grown big roots. Yes, and also as fans, as Manchester United fans, we contribute to the toxicity. When we go online and post all those things, when a United player goes online and sees that Amorim out is trending, what do you think is being fed to his mind? Because right now, the generation we have of players, they believe they are the best. They believe they are superstars. They believe they are never wrong. They believe that they are the best players in the world. And now when they start seeing fans saying, Amorim out, it feeds to their psyche. Feeds to their mentality. Amorim is trying to break that cycle. He's trying to break it. Player power has been one of the biggest issues at United. Fans will contribute. The board is contributing. The ownership is contributing, taking out loans, taking out dividends instead of actually investing in the club. Look at the poor recruitment we've had over the last decade. Going for players like Di Maria because of shirt sales. Going for players like, Sanchez, so that he doesn't go to City. Buying players like Cavani, Ibrahimovic, instead of looking for a long-term forward. going for players like Cristiano instead of going for a long-term forward. Bringing Pogba back, fine. Darling of the club. Why? Not for footballing reasons, but for shirt sales, for marketing. United wanted a midfielder. Who did they go for? Casemiro. Compare how United are recruiting with how Arsenal recruited, with how City recruited, with how Chelsea recruited, and even now how they are recruiting. Chelsea wouldn't go for Casemiro. Arsenal wouldn't go for Casemiro. Liverpool wouldn't go for Casemiro. Whatever we are experiencing now is a build-up of the last decade. Our players are lazy, they don't want to run. True. They believe that they are very arrogant. That game showed how arrogant our players are. That game showed how players are arrogant. Comfort zone. Most of them just take United as a retirement package. And because there are no consequences. That's why I keep saying, for United to go to the next level, get rid of the likes of Casemiro, get rid of the likes of Bruno, get rid of all of them, however much class they are. Get a fresh team. I was even looking at Sunderland. Sunderland got promoted. What did they do? Sunderland had a better summer in terms of recruitment, in terms of transfers, than United. Sunderland were preparing for Premier League. That's why they are there in the table. United finished 15th and only got 4 players. Only got 4 players. Sunderland got promoted. How many players did they get? How many players? The other thing, now coming back to the coach, United is built on a philosophy. Youth, courage, success. Be brave. I don't know whether Amorim will listen to this or not. Be brave. Yes, you can't throw the youth into the deep, but there has to come to a point where now you start telling them, this is your chance to play. United are playing 1 game a season. Start bringing in youth. You did it at Sporting. You went to the academy. You got some of the best players they had at the academy. You brought them into the team. And even Sporting made a killing out of selling them. We have very good academy players. Use them. Use them. Even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 20 minutes, start playing them in preparation for next season. Right now, United is in a very bad state. We need to be realistic. We are nowhere close to challenging for Europe. We are nowhere close to challenging for any trophy, whether it's the FA, whether it's the Carabao, whether it's the Premier League. Nowhere close. This is the best time to rip everything apart. Rip everything apart. Take the script, rip it, burn it in fire. Turn it up in fire. Turn it on. Throw in the furnace. Then start afresh. And yesterday I asked, for Fergie to go to the class of 99, what happened? There is a reason why Fergie decided to trust the class of 99. It came to a point he decided, I'm ripping apart this script. I'm getting the best players from the academy. I'm trusting them. These guys will listen to me. They will do what I want. Let's build with that. Because these players are jokers. Amorim, you need to be brave. You keep saying United need to be brave. United need to be brave. Also be brave. Everton are 10 men. You're 1-0 down. Push players forward. Tell them, no, don't come back to defend. Stay there, stay up there. The ball will come. The ball will come. I don't believe in Manchester United philosophy is outdated. Exactly. we keep having this sort of mentality that United is a counter-attacking team. It's built on wingers. It's built on attacking till the end of time or the last minute of the game. It has to evolve. I don't think Ferguson used to play the same philosophy as the previous manager. When Pep was at Barcelona, they were playing full tiki-taka ball. Full. Right now, are they playing the same? No. No, they are not. They are not. Liverpool, they had a different playing style before Klopp came in. It's changed. Arsenal. Imagine now Arsenal fans saying, no, this is how Arsenal is supposed to play. Under Wenger, this is how we are supposed to play. It's about short passing, quick passing, building, getting into the box, tapping goal. It's about team build-up. No. Arteta came to a point and said, hey guys, it's about the 3 points. Whether it's a long throw, whether it's a corner, whether it's a set piece, it's about the 3 points. Right now, they are at the top of the table. And no one is complaining. As I said, it's about... Right now, United fans are trying to find every bit of gap to lay blame. Trying to fill in the gaps. But the reality of the matter is this club is nowhere close to being the top club as it should be. United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, but right now it's being managed like a championship, even worse than a Sunday League club. Even worse than a Sunday League club. Real Madrid are at the top of the table with 1 point ahead of Barcelona. And there's already pressure on Xavi Alonso. Why? Because that's the standard of a top club. Remember when Vincent Kompany was not performing well with Bayern, he was already being threatened of the sack. Thomas Tuchel, top manager at Chelsea, won trophies, went to Bayern, or was at Bayern. What happened? He was sacked. PSG, similar. They are now moving like a top club. What about United? I like how clubs like Barcelona, like Real Madrid, PSGs, the Bayern, those are the caliber of clubs United should be rubbing shoulders with. Look at how they are. They are like, we don't have a winger. They get a winger. How many wingers? Get 2. Midfielders get 3. They go to the league, collect the best players, and then they tell the manager, now you don't have an excuse. Now you don't have an excuse. If you don't perform, you leave. For example, Alonso, he has no excuse. Alonso has no excuse. Ancelotti has no excuse. Arteta has no excuse. But right now, you sack Amorim, he has an excuse. I don't have midfielders. I don't have wing backs. I don't have a second choice striker. I don't have a second choice goalkeeper. I don't have a box-to-box midfield. I don't have a ball wing. He can give all the reasons, all of them. But give him a squad like City, squad like Chelsea, squad like Arsenal, squad like Liverpool, a squad like Barcelona, a squad like Real Madrid, Bayern. And then now you can tell him, hey, Buana, come on. What are you doing? We've given you everything. You're still not performing. Yeah. I think Mbeumo and Cunha are class for United. Yes, they are. You say you don't think, but to me they are. They are. Arsenal wanted Mbeumo. They missed out on Mbeumo. They got Eze. Tottenham wanted Mbeumo. Mbeumo scored how many goals last season? Cunha has struggled at the start, but they are class for United. Even if we go back to players signed by Fergie, we could say the same. Carrick, was he class for Tottenham? Valencia, Antonio Valencia. Was he class when United were signing him? Let's be honest. Chicharito, signed from the Mexican League. Was he class when he was signed? So let's also afford a bit of patience for the new signings. They haven't come into a good environment. Imagine Mbumo now. If Mbumo was in a team like Arsenal, or in a team like Liverpool, or in a team like, I don't think he would work at City, but let's just throw them there. Cunha. Imagine Cunha throwing him into a team like Arsenal, into a team like even Tottenham. These are players you couldn't miss out. Now, just quickly, I want to highlight the goal United conceded before we end the live, and see how poor United were in defense. And part of it's down to structure. Part of it is down to structure. Part of it is also down to... Part of it is the players, part of it is the structure. And to display and also to show how United need players. United need midfielders. So having a look at this. This is the instance where Dewsbury Hall got the ball. So I want you to have a look at the position of our players. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Against 1, 2, 3, 4. Have a look at that. They tried to execute the press, the box press. But there is this gap between Bruno and Casemiro. This is Bruno, this is Casemiro. So the first question is, why is Bruno looking at the ball? Casemiro is also looking at the ball. None of them are aware of the players, the opponent players. None. None of them. All of them are looking at the ball. So instead of closing down, now Bruno is marking. Bruno is marking the referee. So the pass is played. And I just want to go to the next bit. The pass is played. And instead of Bruno going to where the ball is, or cutting the pass, by the time Dewsbury Hall gets the ball, Bruno is running towards the ball. The other thing is, look at Casemiro, flat on his feet. Flat on his feet. The other thing is, look at Yoro. He's already backtracking. And then look at where De Ligt is. He's tracking back. Tracking back. Next phase. Now let's look at the next phase. So this is where things get interesting. Now, Bruno has the chance to tackle. He's close. But he's so soft. And this is what makes me angry. This is what infuriates me to the core. Get a yellow. Get a yellow. Look at how Zaxi, Mbumo, Ahmad were getting tackled by Mikelanko, by King. They were getting tackled like mad, crazy. But our players soft. Look at Bruno, very soft. And then again, De Ligt. Look at where everyone is. The defenders. Look at De Ligt. And the reason as to why I was expecting De Ligt to be higher up, to move up a bit, is because of the next phase of play. And before I go there, look at Casemiro, where he is. Our specialist central defender. Look at his position. Flat-footed, jogging back. And this is a situation of, by the time Dewsbury Hall was scoring, how many defenders are in that zone? 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 2. 4 on 2 or 2 on 4, depending on which side you're looking at. And Everton still scored. So the first thing comes down to the structure. There are a lot of players occupying the same space. No one knows what they are supposed to do. No one knows whether to go for the tackle. No one knows whether to mark the space. It all comes down to the structure, the formation, the system. Point number 2 is the players are not playing hard enough. Players like Bruno, soft tackle. Then let's the player sleep. So now this is the last phase before the goal. Let me now display it. So now Dewsbury Hall, you see, look at Bruno's position there. I don't know whether I can be able to zoom. Let me just try to zoom. Look at Bruno's feet and look at Dewsbury Hall and look at Lenior, wrong-footed. Lenior yesterday had a poor game. So Bruno is already standing flat on his feet. This guy turns towards this direction. Come on, man, slide in. Take the ball. Make it difficult for him to turn. But Bruno, what does he do? He does this. I don't want to foul him. The defenders will deal with him. And he's the captain. He's the bloody captain. And he's the captain, man. Does this. I don't want to tackle him. Then Dewsbury Hall, simple. Cuts back, cuts in. Now, remember what I said about De Ligt's position. If De Ligt was in the same line with our defenders, De Ligt probably the play would have found him here. If you remember the previous screen. Let me see whether I can locate it. Yes. So De Ligt is running back instead of closing down, taking up this space or holding position. Because by the time the play is there, I want you to take note of where this line is compared to the previous one. Now, looking at this, look, same line as I said. De Ligt should have been in this position or at least here. Dewsbury Hall, by the time he's turning to take the shot from this position, De Ligt will have simply come on or come in with a sliding tackle or a tackle. Because if De Ligt was in this position, Luke Shaw here, Barry is already offside. So even if there is a pass, he scores, VAR or the linesman will have said it's an offside. So it all comes down to the structure. It all comes down to the players not using their football IQ as well as the players not coordinating. There are 4 guys, 4 on 2. 4 on 2. Look at that. 4 United players. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 2. Or 2 on 4. 2 Everton players versus 4 United players, and they still scored. So is it down to coaching? Is it down to the player mentality? How can you explain that? How can you explain that? So, yeah, as Amorim said, we are nowhere close. United need to find a way to sort this out. It was a frustrating defeat. But at the end of the day, we have to acknowledge that we can't win, or United can't win all games. there will be good days, there will be bad days. But the sad part is the bad days are really bad. It's like a huge slump. That game had shades of last season and last season performances. So, yeah, thanks for everyone who got involved in the chat. Let's keep the comments going. Let me know. Is it down to the players? Is it down to Amorim? What needs to change? Is it getting another manager? Is it sacking everyone, the manager, the backroom staff, the players, and doing a refresh? So, yeah. It's disheartening. It's disheartening. Evans Pemba, you're asking, what about the game against Palace? Honestly, right now I can't give an objective view of the game because I'm still feeling down because of that game. I'm still feeling down. I might say that United will win because of hope, or I might say United will lose because of despair. So right now, I'm to be honest, I can't give a good analysis of the game. I have to actually take some time, do my research on how they play. I don't want to give my opinion out of emotion because right now emotions are high. There is a lot of despair, and I wouldn't give an objective view. That's me speaking honestly. Right now, I wouldn't give an objective view. And I'm not the kind of person who will tell you what you want to hear. Honestly, I wouldn't tell you what you just want to hear, like United will win or United will lose. No. What I usually do, I take some time, analyze like the last 6 games for each team, playing styles, players in form. And yeah, we don't know what's going to happen this week. By the time you're getting to Saturday, things might change. Probably Cunha will be available, Maguire will be available. So based on the availability of also players, it's a huge factor in terms of whether United will win or lose. You might find that on Crystal Palace side, they might also have injuries to key players. And it also affects the result. So right now, number one, I wouldn't give you an objective view because I'm still very emotional about that game. And number two, I analyze based on recent form as well as player availabilities. Like when I said last night that I didn't see United winning and a 1-1 draw, it's because number one, United don't take advantage whenever they are supposed to. And number two, the fact that Sheshko was not available, Cunha was not available, and seeing Ahmad playing as left 10, that already told me that game will be difficult. Yeah. You're saying I think we will lose. Well, I don't know how to react to that. What about the board, the likes of Omar Berada? Yeah, part of the problem. But yet again, we can give our opinions as fans and say, sack them, get someone else. But what did they walk into? They also walked into a mess. Also, Berada does not really have a lot of experience as a CEO. He was mostly, I think, a COO at City. So they're also learning their ropes. It's a new environment for them. They came into a very bad environment. Ineos are also going through financial troubles, so they might not even buy the club in full. Glazers are not sure whether they will sell or they will keep. So also at the top level, it's very, very tricky. It's very, very tricky for them. DDFG also saying Arsol relaxed in transfer, or Berada is relaxed in I don't think so. Last time I said, before I need to end actually. Last time I said, whenever you see the rumor mill churning that fast, like right now you have Joe Gomez, you have Elliot Anderson, Baleba, all these players being mentioned, Agume, Stila, you see all these names, Semenyo. When you see all this activity happening, just know that the club is making moves. The club is making moves. When you hear all these names, the journalists coming out, for example, like Andy Mitten saying that Elliot Anderson is of high interest to United, just know the club is making some moves. And the other thing we have also to acknowledge is and appreciate, right now United are moving like a top club in terms of transfers. Back then you used to hear that United are trying to bid, the bid has been rejected, all that. But right now United, you know, when they are going for a player, when the likes of Ornstein or Whitwell say United are going for a player. So right now it's just rumors, until now they actually go for the player. Back then United used to hear they've placed a 20 million bid, they've added 30, they've added 40, So right now United are trying to keep their cards close to their chest. So yeah, thanks guys for being with us. We've extended by a whole 26 minutes. See you tomorrow for the midweek debate. And yeah, it's the hope that kills us. We just need to be realistic that United squad is not good enough, and the players, the manager, they need to improve. So whether you are Amorim out, Amorim in, players out, at the end of the day, let's just be United fans. We can differ in opinion. It doesn't mean that if you want Amorim to go out of the club, you're not a United fan, or if you want Amorim to stay, you are not a United fan. No, it's just an opinion. At the end of the day, we share opinions. So until tomorrow, guys, cheers and bye-bye.